been thinking all along that in the year of grace, we shall go back home to see our parents. This is the 5th year. And God is so gracious because we will arrive before the new year. Like God works in mysterious ways. It's been so set in my heart that in the year of grace, we should go visit home. And now that it's happening, I have all these kind of emotions because we never thought it could happen this way, but I thank God. Yeah. And I can't wait to see my mother and my mom-in-law. God, it's crazy. I just hope that all the plans we've been making will fall into place. This is the Lord's doing, and it's beautiful in our sight. I just want to see my people. I just want to do the things I've been planning to do. I just want to see the babies that were born while I was away. I can't believe it. Life just goes on, you know. If the journey is about to begin, I hope I'll be able to sleep because I'm the kind of person who never used to sleep on the first day of school, the day before a journey, the first day back to work. Anxiety drives me a bit, but I do hope I'll be able to sleep. If I do, I'll just be so grateful. I don't want to be groggy because guess what? Miracle. The biggest miracle of this year is that I should find myself at the Rema Kesha on 31st. The crossover Kesha. You guys already know. You already know. I'm so tired and I think it's showing. So of course you'll see this so much later, but I do hope that there'll be some people there that I know in the Rema. That's the first agenda before I do anything else, before I even see my mother. Rema. All right, I'll show you the journey right next.
Techno.
Matilda. Not Matilda. Good morning, guys. So this is the next morning and we are traveling to Boston. We are actually just entering the city. We've driven about 45 minutes to get here. That's how far Worcester is from Boston, depending on the exact location that you live at. We live right next to Shrewsbury, so that puts us closer to Boston. So this is it, and there's a lot of bridges and tunnels in Boston. It's a big city life, and it's very fast paced, I would say. Yeah, so it's always a sight to see. I really don't like driving here. I feel like it's too fast-paced for me. You know, guys, when I say that the boundary lines have fallen into pleasant places for me and that I have a delightful inheritance, I really mean it because I feel like Worcester is the perfect size for me. Not too big, not too small. It's kind of just smaller than Nairobi, and it's just the perfect size. So anyway, guys, this is our Boston. It's beautiful. It's big, not as big as New York, of course, but quite big, and so much activity going on here, so many schools, and the kids thrive here. They adjust so fast to the big city life, and their communication, the transportation, everything is just, you know, like so amazing. And it's just fascinating to see the kids especially from our country, adjusting to that, driving here like it's not a problem. And yeah, it's awesome just how things work out. So So, guys, before we finish going through this tunnel, I must tell you that Boston, if you didn't already know, is built, the Boston Logan Airport is built on an island. And so there are some of these tunnels that go under the harbor. So they're like the ocean is over you when you're driving through it. And isn't that amazing? Like I can't really tell which one it is among the ones we are going through. I can tell you from here, but it would be a nice like find. So please Google that and check it out. Boston has an amazing history. But up next is us getting onto the airport. We actually missed a tunnel or a turn, and yeah, but we've eventually found it, and this is it. We are now entering the airport for real, and trying to find our way onto Terminal B, where we'll get the American airline flight. It's like a smaller flight or a smaller plane that will connect us to the KQ1. And yeah, so now we are getting into the airport and onto our terminal, and then we'll get our luggages. And we didn't even get to Kenya with all our luggage, so the connecting flight did not put our luggages into our KQ flight. So out of all the luggage that we are carrying, and we had 6 bags, we only got 1 bag. Can you imagine? So we've not even been having clothes to wear. We even had to get some clothes. And today is the day I meet the family. Oh my god, it will be hilarious because I'm going to have to wear a dera I got at the mall once I arrived in Kenya. It was so shocking to find out that our luggage did not get there. So I have like one big bag that had a lot of stuff that I had carried, but everything else, including our clothes, just remained in the other bags. So we are hoping to get the luggage soon. We were expecting to get them on the next flight that was on the next day, but they actually didn't bring them. So it's been a bit stressful, but we knew that they would bring them. So up next is us with all our luggage. And aside from the tiny backpacks, only one suitcase made it to us. So up next is the American airline flight. And because we checked in early, this is us relaxing for like 2 hours. At least we got to get some breakfast and, of course, take a selfie once we got into the plane. And actually, the hostess noticed us trying to take a photo, and she offered to take one of us. She was so nice and full of compliments. So this is the first leg of the journey, and we are traveling over the tiny islands and over the Atlantic Ocean. So the view is pretty much like this, and then you see just the ocean until we approach New York, which is mostly land, and the JFK area. And as you know, it's also an island, a big island. So it's very, very interesting to see, especially the Long Island area. It's just like a white strip, you see. It's so gorgeous. I'm always about the views from on the land over it. Yeah, so this was so cute. Enjoy the views. So folks, what you can see there almost behind us is the Boston city of the Boston Island disappearing, and now this is the New York. We are almost landing an hour and a half later. It didn't feel like much really.
Prepare for approach and land.
After landing, of course, we have to take a train to Terminal 4. The airport is quite big. And of course, a photo in front of my airliner, the pride of Africa. And traveling with hubby is quite an experience because he always has two screens going, one showing the route and the other him working all the time. But it's quite nice to see. And here we are, guys. Karibu Kenya. Another thing I need to say here is that I'll be doing weekly videos because now I'm caught up, I'm kind of busy, and I guess you'll see why. Yeah, so God bless you. Happy New Year. See you on the next one.